What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Sunday, October 30th. And be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are for today. And finally, I got to give a shout out to BetMGM. We've got a link in the description of this video. Click it, head on over, make a deposit. Then, all you gotta do is put $10 down on any NBA money line. You do that, you'll get $200 in free bets. You really can't ask for a better deal. Now, we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Jalen Green, Saddiq Bey, Karl Anthony Towns, Chris Paul, and RJ Barrett on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm looking at CADE Cunningham. He's point guard, shooting guard eligible, 8K, projected for 38 fantasy points. The goal is 50. He's in the optimal lineup 18% of the time. We know what we're getting here with CADE, but this is an oddly interesting spot. So 34 minutes for CADE, 27% usage. He's a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy, 20 points, 6 assists, 5.5 boards, 2 stocks. But the real appeal here, obviously not the most fun matchup against Golden State, but it is a massive pace up spot. Pistons are going to gain 4 possessions over their average by facing the Warriors. This is just an outstanding fantasy environment for CADE. I'm loving the idea of getting to him. At 8K, I still think he can get there. I mean, I say a 19% chance of hitting 50 fantasy points. That works for me. In at number 4, we're going Devin Booker, just shooting guard eligible, 8,900, projected for 44. The goal is 54. He's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. This is a great matchup for different reasons than CADE because Houston's defense is atrocious. The Phoenix Suns are 12-point favorites here, but it is still a pace-up spot. Booker's just going to be able to do whatever he wants. They don't really have a guy to slow him down. 36 minutes here for Book. No Ayton as well, so even better for Booker. 30% usage, 30 real points, 5 boards, 4.5 assists, and a steal. There's some big-time upside for Booker against Houston, particularly if this game can stay close and Booker can get that final rotation, because the blowout is a real possibility. I'm not worried about it at all, but I like the idea of this one staying competitive, getting 36 minutes, and Booker just smashing. In at number 3, I have LeBron James, small forward, power forward, eligible 10,400, projected for 51. The goal is 62. He's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. I think we're going to get AD back. We'll talk about him in a bit. Actually, I don't think that we will talk about him in a bit. We'll talk about LeBron James here at this 10-4 price tag. He's a big-time 1.39 fantasy. I mean, it's LeBron James. Do I have to describe how good he is? 30 points, 9 boards, 5.5 assists, 2 stocks. It's a matchup against Denver, which is neutral. Denver's defense hasn't been great so far this season. It's just a LeBron James that should be good. And if Russell Westbrook's not in the starting lineup, I think that improves things for LeBron. Keep your eye on AD, though. If AD ends up out, it's even better for Brown. Now we take a monstrous step up in tier to number 2, Anthony Edwards, shooting guard, small forward, eligible, 7,700, projected for 40. The goal's 48. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. They're taking on the Spurs. It's a massive pace game, even up for Minnesota. They gained 3.7 possessions over their average. 239 total here is the biggest on the slate. There's just going to be a ton of scoring. I love going to the Minnesota side of this one. 35 minutes for Edwards, 23.6 boards, 4 assists, and 2 stocks. He can hang a big-time number. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him go to 50, but look at that gap from LeBron at 19 to Edwards at 27. We're on a completely different level. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at BetMGM, link in the description. Number 1 contender is back in that Minnesota game, but we're switching over to the San Antonio side for Trey Jones, point guard eligible, 6K, projected for 35. The goal is 40. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. I gave him 32 minutes. They're clearly not going to Josh Primo in this one. Josh Richardson is questionable. I got Jones as over a fantasy point per minute guy in this big-time pace up spot. What an incredible fantasy game. 20% usage, 16 points, 5 boards, 6.5 assists, and a steal. Maybe 2 steals if you get lucky. In terms of getting guys in the mid-tier, you're not going to find better options than Jones. This game environment is too good to pass up on. So whether it's Edwards or Jones, you're happy with them both. But Trey Jones is my number 1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Sunday, October 30th. DraftKings version's around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win a little bit of money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.